Hey guys, you're watching the after show for Faking It. This is season 3, episode 8. Stick around.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
It's Christmas time.
I wish I
gotta tell you something real about Christmas.
Can I tell you something real, Roya?
Do it.
Fuck you if you don't like Christmas.
Lauren said it.
Fuck you if you don't like the Panamas and
That's what Lauren said. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is the after show for Faking It. I just have to start off really quickly. Look who is next to me, Miss Roya. What's up, girl?
Hello, everybody.
Can you even believe it? You're back in the studio.
I think this is a dream. I'm gonna wake up.
Yeah,
and
this is a dream.
It's not as good as Amy's dream, but it's a dream, I think.
I know. Well, I wish.
No, it's better than Amy's dream. I'm sorry.
This is weird. It's a weird, very different kind of dream. But I wish Cortez was here so the gang would be all back together.
Yes.
But,
Boo, Cortez. I guess I have to come back again.
Yeah, well, let's introduce ourselves really quickly, and then we'll, I guess, talk about him not being here. Hey, guys, I'm Sterling Cates. You can tweet me during this episode at Sterling Cates, and we will be checking that. So we'll be talking to you guys during this after show. And next to me, obviously, is Roya. Where can they find you?
I wrote it down because it's been a while since I've done it. So.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
That paper looks like you just, like...
It's a rough life, okay? Hello, my name is Roya Taheri. My Twitter is Hey Roya, HeyRoya.
Good. All right. I forgot it myself. Just kidding. I can never forget it. Cortez is not here tonight, and neither is Olivia, but they should be back next week, so hopefully we'll see them then. All right, let's go ahead and get into this episode. So we're getting right on into Christmas. Just moving right along with the holidays.
At least we know the time frame with Felix now, too, so that's good.
Right, exactly, because I guess when that all first started, where he was like, I have this deadline, can't be with anyone until New Year's, and now we're like, that was like an episode ago, so now we're almost to that time.
Yeah, and Thanksgiving's not important apparently either, so that's okay. I mean,
Yeah,
it's only the holiday that people actually care about being with their family, but you know, it's cool. I guess it's not.
Because it was Halloween, and then all of a sudden we skipped ahead. But
yeah,
that's okay. All right, let's get started talking about. So we've got a few different storylines going on right now. We've got Lauren and Christmas, that situation. We've got Karma trying to help Felix. And we've got Shane and Noah. Any preference on where we start?
Let's do Lauren.
Okay, good call, because that's what I had.
Okay, good.
That's what I had at the top.
Because I kind of forgot what you just said.
Still
too.
on the same page.
I'm just warning you. I'm gonna be like squirreling and like looking elsewhere because it's still a new studio to me. So
I know you keep looking around.
I know.
Like, what are you looking at?
I'm like a
right
cat.
here, Roya. Right here.
Cat looking at the ghost or whatever it's going around. Sorry,
hilarious.
guys.
Okay, so yeah, let's start with. So Lauren is very excited about Christmas, which we find out later is she just feels connected to it because it is the only memory she has with her mother. Which makes sense. I feel like we all kind of have something like that that we're nostalgic about or whatever. And I mean, Christmas for me personally is like a combination of my faith and my religion, but also just a time to be with my family, blah, blah, you know, that sort of stuff. So, but that seems to be more what it is for Lauren. Whereas Liam is excited about the holidays because he has a newfound faith in Judaism.
Exactly. Yep.
So, but again, it's something that he finally feels connected to because he found out that his deceased father was Jewish.
Yes.
So he's been trying to learn that, and we already knew that.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
If you have that capability, you should do it.
And he's really excited about it.
Right?
So he just has to find, you know, an inch of space in Lauren's apartment to put his menorah, but you know,
the Target aisle of Christmas.
they figured that out. But of course, at Hester High, they don't want to favor, or Penelope doesn't want to favor one religion over the other, which makes sense. I mean, we wouldn't expect them to.
Don't call it Christmas vacation. Just call it a holiday break. Is that what they call it now anyway?
Just vacation.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. But so they come up with this plan.
Extreme. Yeah. A little extreme, Penelope, like just a little bit.
But they come up with this plan to have so the only way they'll be able to celebrate Christmas in the school is if everyone labels themselves a certain way.
Can I ask a question? Just dawn on me. What's the principal's last name?
I don't know.
It's not Cruz, right? Or anything
No,
that
I
starts
don't
with
think
a C?
it's Penelope Cruz because that's Tom Cruise's ex-wife.
No, I'm just wondering if her last name starts with a C, then she's like PC principal, as in like politically correct. See?
There you go, Roya. I was still thinking about Penelope Cruz because I don't think she was actually married to Tom Cruise, but they dated. And that's like I lost myself in my.
I do that a lot.
So they can't celebrate a certain religion in the school just because, you know, that's typical Hester stuff. But they come up with a system to label everyone. So you'll label yourself as gay, straight, bisexual, whatever it could be. There was one that was like for gingers. But I mean, if you're a ginger, do you have to label yourself as a ginger? You know what I mean?
A ginger?
Like, yeah, there was a gendered label, which I was more perplexed by than, because it's like, do you also label blondes and brunettes and whatever? Anyways.
It just reminded me a lot of, how do I, like, kind of like Hitler in a way?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's also like going against everything that Hester is about. Like, yeah, I didn't know you needed labels there. Yeah, so
exactly.
so that was like the whole thing, but Lauren just desperately wanted to celebrate Christmas. And that apparently was the only way she could. But there's two things with this. So we'll talk about Liam first. So he, throughout this episode, gets a phone call that says a DNA test came in, and that's it
took him 6 months or however long it's been since.
And the dude that's dead that he found over abroad isn't actually his dad. So now he doesn't know who his dad is again, and he kind of gives up on celebrating Hanukkah because he feels like that's not him, because he's not even related to it.
Someone needs to be fired in that lab because it took them that long to realize that his DNA didn't actually come over.
It was weird how that storyline played out, but I did love the moment between Lauren and Liam at the end when she kind of is like, listen, I mean, you felt really connected to this, and it doesn't really matter if your dad was Jewish or not. Yep. And now there's the bright side. Your dad could potentially still be alive.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And yeah, no, I agree. I thought it was awesome that she brought up the point that he's excited about something, and that's an okay thing to be about, like excited about, especially finding a religion, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and like she said, biology isn't always how you feel inside, and he's obviously, we don't ever really see Liam like passionate about something, so it was kind of cool to see, except for art, but he doesn't really do that anymore either.
Why doesn't he do that anymore if his dad's not in the picture? I mean, like, his dad is not in the picture anymore.
He's kind of flaky with his interests.
Is it because he already boned Karma in the art room? And
maybe it ruined it for him. Yeah, ruined it for him.
Sand on the wrong places.
I still think that there's going to be something going down between Lauren and Liam at some point.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yes.
Okay, because it's been killing me since I have not been able to talk to you guys about it.
Let's talk about it.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Are you sure?
This is, if we're gonna bring up a Friends reference, I'm not saying that they are these characters in Friends, but remember when Joey and Rachel tried getting together and how weird that was, but it seemed right for one of them? But then they realized, no.
Yeah, but the thing is they were never friends like Joey and Rachel were before this. Like, they were like enemies, basically.
Well, same with Lauren and Amy. I mean, all this relationship started because of the TV show, obviously, but...
Well, because they're on this show called Faking It.
Yes, exactly. I just think...
but there was never any really interaction between Lauren and Liam before they move in together.
Well, they're both popular kids.
Yeah, but they weren't like friends. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I honestly have no clue if they will or not.
We know they obviously kiss because we see it in a preview, but it's going to be one of those like...
They're going to like, ew, no, maybe not.
Or it's a dream, like, because that's the common theme, apparently.
Yeah.
But...
Well, I guess we can talk more about that in predictions. But but the other thing about this Christmas storyline is that in the labeling, it puts Amy in a difficult position because everyone is going up and saying, I'm straight, I'm gay, I'm bisexual, I'm left-handed.
And she's always had an issue with that.
Yeah, and she is still figuring that out, of course. So when she has to go up and pick the labels, she puts them all over her body and gives this obviously very inspirational speech about how, you know, your label doesn't define you or you can't let other people define you, which was a good speech.
Yeah, no, I agree 100% that a label should not... There is no labels in life. You are who you are. If you're a dick, you're a dick, you know? Like,
and
it doesn't matter what your background is and all that stuff. It's just who you are.
And to be asked to do that in high school when you're like a sophomore or something, that's just, I mean, I still don't know who I am, and it's been a long time since high school. So, but yeah, so she gives this inspirational speech, and so I think this is a good transition point to talk about Sabrina and Amy's relationship and why Karma is doing what she's doing this episode.
Yeah.
So end of last episode, Sabrina lies and says her and her boyfriend broke up, and then also that she's like could be interested in girls, or she like wants to explore that. And so obviously this sends Amy into a frenzy because now she's like developing a crush on her.
She's like a shark. She smells blood.
Yeah.
She's like, oh.
Yeah.
But Amy, fish are friends, not food, okay? Come on.
That's so true. So at the beginning of this episode, we obviously have to talk about this dream. It's so Karma is like, I realized why I was so jealous, and it's because I want to make out with your face. And then they do. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of cuts to Sabrina, and she's like, maybe you can go there with me or whatever. And then the alarm goes off, and so she's having lesbian dreams about both of them.
Well, you forgot a key thing, though. They brought in Justin Bieber in this conversation before with Amy, so don't forget that. That was a huge thing.
Mark, because that
foreshadowing the whole episode.
Came back. that theme definitely did go back. And so obviously this dream, when she wakes up, she's nervous that she's going to fall for someone who ends up being straight, which is, as we know, what's happening. But Karma catches on really fast. She notices she's wearing her crush boots that she wears when she likes someone. Do you have an item of clothing that you wear when you like someone, Roya?
It's called clothes.
It's called clothes, no clothes.
No, not there yet.
Not there yet.
No, I hide.
I still wear clothes.
I don't have a wardrobe whatsoever, so I kind of just wear what I got, you know?
Well, apparently Amy has some boots that are very uncomfortable that she likes to wear when she's crushing.
How are boots like? I don't get it. Because I get outfits like it can make you look good, make your butt look good, make anything look good, but boots?
I guess they were heel boots, maybe. We saw them, but they didn't stand out to me until she brought them up.
Maybe I'm just not a shoe person. I just don't get it.
Maybe she thinks they make her butt look big or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Anyways, we'll move on. Anyway, she's wearing them.
Okay.
That's the point. And
these boots were made for walking.
Yeah. And so Karma's kind of picking up on all the signs because it's basically Amy's doing everything that she did when she liked Karma / every other crush she's had. Mm-hmm. Karma's protective instincts really come into play here with, because she's like, well, obviously Sabrina is straight. And and now Amy is going to fall in love, do this whole thing again that she just did to me. And I don't know if Karma's just like actually being protective or if she's like, I'd rather her give me that attention.
I think Karma just doesn't like Sabrina because honestly, Sabrina's a bitch. I know we just said that.
To Karma.
Yeah, to Karma, 100%. And when you guys had Katie on the show, on your previous podcast, she talked about how there was, Carter talked about having, like, background of Katie.
Yeah.
And about, like, relating to the character and real-life situations. And she talked about how there was girls that bullied her.
Right.
You remember that conversation?
Yeah.
So this is kind of very similar, where it's a three-way.
Yeah.
Which three-ways are very popular, apparently, for them.
Yeah.
And she's feeling left out again.
And these are, like, real emotions coming up.
Yeah.
She talked about that when she was in here.
Sabrina is a freaking witch.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Sabrina, teenage witch.
Yes.
There you go. But going off that, I really didn't like the scene in the cafeteria where Karma's like trying to be inclusive of all of them. She's like, let's do this movie-okie thing tonight, all three of us. And Sabrina and Amy straight up lie to her face about having to do homework, which, is a cool thing to say to your parents when you're lying to sneak out, but to someone that you just made up with and that
you're three amigas.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But Karma and Amy just got over, this other fight. I mean, I do know we fast forwarded like 3 months since the last episode.
Oh yeah.
but still, like it's still like a fresh like rebonding.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Wait a minute. We just said we went ahead, didn't we?
Yeah, no, but they like were just fighting and now they're back together, and then for her to lie this soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to her face.
Yeah.
She could have just been like, we already have plans.
But she don't want to exclude Karma though.
Yeah, no, but then she lied to her, and then Karma goes over to her house later and looks like an idiot.
Karma's just a little bit sensitive. I feel like Amy should just be more honest, But
exactly.
And Karma shouldn't be sensitive about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you can't sit with us, Karma. Come on.
Yeah. Well, so this gets Karma has the idea that she needs to distract Amy from Sabrina, and she needs to focus on her other crush. This is where Felix enters because New Year's is coming up. soon, and that's when he can date again.
Yeah.
So it makes sense in Karma's head, makes sense in my head.
Poor Felix.
I know, poor Felix.
He's another Oliver in the making.
He just really is. So Karma kind of convinces Felix that it's a good idea to go to Amy's window and sing outside of it. But she's not there, of course, as we know, because she's out with Sabrina. And it was more of like, and then that kind of just hurt Karma even more because she realizes that Sabrina and Amy are out together and she's not doing what they're saying they're doing, blah, blah, blah. And then Felix's feelings get hurt. It's very sad.
Yeah.
I like Felix.
He got his hopes up. That's what happened.
I know. I like Felix.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how I like him and
Amy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But so Karma goes to Amy's later and confronts her about, like, well, obviously she wasn't where she said she was or whatever, and how she's nervous that she's going to fall for a straight friend again, which is obviously happening. And Sabrina is overhearing this.
Peeks into the window. Like, or out on the stairwell. Like.
Yeah, so Sabrina's listening. So I thought in that moment that Sabrina would be like, okay, I need to stop doing this just so that I'm having, because she's obviously doing it just for Amy's attention, but then for her to be, I wanted her to stop because she's leading her on. When
Sabrina, though, reappeared, I didn't get that vibe. I thought it was a vibe of like,
think?
Karma's losing.
I don't know, her face kind of...
I'm messing with Amy.
No, see, I thought that it was kind of like oh shit, I probably need to stop this, because when she comes back at the little rally at the labeling thing, she's like, listen, I'm actually straight, my bat only swings one way or whatever. And so to me, I was like, okay, she like is done messing with Amy.
Yeah.
But then we learned that she wasn't, because after Amy gives her inspirational speech, she like falls in love with her and then makes out with her face. It's all very confusing, Roya.
Didn't you want to when you heard Amy talk?
No, I didn't. I mean, it was a very inspiring speech, but I don't know. I thought that she was done because she admitted she was straight and admitted that they should just be friends.
I bet you the reason why Sabrina did that is because she saw how everyone responded to Amy, and therefore she's new to a school, and Amy's a good way to become popular. If Amy's one of the popular, well, they don't have popular kids at the school, but
and
kind of a good way to get your name out there, maybe.
Yeah, and Amy's speech was also all about not knowing who she was, whether she's straight or whether she's gay or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So maybe that actually did inspire Sabrina to be like, maybe I don't either.
No, I don't think so. But I
I'm
see what you're saying.
Like, because she was so pumped up about the speech that I was just like, maybe she was feeling inspired. So I don't know.
But after every time she heard Amy talk about kissing another girl, her reaction was really like off-putting, kind of like, oh, I actually have to do that.
Do that? Yeah, but then at the end, it looked like she really wanted to.
Maybe like I said, ulterior motives. So
yeah,
knows?
I mean, I guess we'll find out. But let's talk about anything else with Karma, Amy, Sabrina that stood out to you.
I actually, out of the three of them, I felt bad for Karma.
Me too. Which doesn't happen often.
I don't know if it's because I could kind of relate to being in that three friendship thing and having the two kind of be like a bitch to you and then like exclude you out, but not this extreme. But like I don't know if maybe that's why, and I've never been.
Maybe.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel bad, that she's feeling left out, and I mean, for the same reasons. I feel like at one point or another, we've all kind of been in situations where we feel left out or that people are excluding us or whatever. So I feel like, and I also think that Karma is just protecting Amy, and like she doesn't have any selfish motives right now, it seems.
What happened to all of Karma's friends from the pool?
From the pool?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. She has Shane.
True.
They all couldn't get permanent roles on the show. Yeah. So
they were too expensive.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a good point. I mean, Karma has definitely developed as a character that I feel for.
Yeah.
As of late. But let's talk about Shane and Noah. So for the past few episodes, we've been talking about how there's something that Noah's hiding that Shane's trying to figure out. They kissed last episode. So now they're a thing, but Shane still feels like Noah is hiding something. And so, because every time they are kissing, he'll pull away or is like, I gotta go. Shane will invite him over and he says that he has to study.
Basically, Shane's getting blue balls.
Yeah, he's like, all right, what's happening here? And so, So, of course, Shane being Shane follows Noah home or after school, and it's
Meddler.
to the homeless shelter. And so he thinks he's figured out the whole secret.
Which I predicted on my own.
You did?
Because of when...
Well, there's no one can validate your story, Roya.
My cat can. When Noah was like, I need the money more than you think. And I was like, oh, he's got to be like homeless.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was my first thought, but what do high school kids really need the money for?
That makes sense. Well, I mean, I was thinking that it would be for his like transition or whatever.
But before this episode, you thought it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the actor is transgender, so I figured that they were going to incorporate that in the storyline.
Cheater.
Which they did, because after, well, first...
Whatever, cheater.
How is that cheating? It's just like conductive reasoning. Yeah. But so Shane confronts him first, and he's like, listen, I already know your secret. I know that you're homeless. And he's like, I'm not ashamed of being homeless. And then he gets up and leaves and is mad. Shane later comes and confronts him in the music room. And that's when we find out that he wasn't kicked out for coming out as gay, but he was kicked out because his parents didn't accept that their daughter was actually their son. They didn't accept him wanting to transition. And so that is why he is at the homeless shelter. So it's not just that he's homeless, but it's also that he's transgender. And he's never dated anyone since transitioning. So this is just like a very important but new thing. And I guess he, understandably is nervous about diving into a relationship with someone else.
How do you think Shane's going to handle that?
Well, so it seems like Shane is very accepting. Like, I really liked how Shane responded. I do think that he should sleep on it. You know what I mean? Especially if this is something that he hasn't ever experienced before, or I don't think that they should just like dive into the relationship and it be all good.
Yeah.
But I liked how he responded, and I liked that they're together and that he was accepting, you know. I got nervous when Noah was like, don't tell anyone. It's like, I'll come out to people when whatever. And I'm like, don't tell Shane that. Please don't tell Shane that. It's like the last person you should tell a secret to. I'm nervous that he's going to tell someone and then it's going to ruin the whole thing.
The way he reacted was the same way I felt like he kind of reacted when it came to Duke. And just as, oh, you're not out yet? Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like a let me fix you type of, or like let me help you do it type of thing, instead of like letting the person do it on their own at the right time.
Which is funny because even Shane was like, he doesn't need to wear a pin. Like, if he wants to be out, he wants to be out. Don't you need to force people out? And then he's wearing a gay pin, Noah.
Yeah.
And so Shane kind of says, like, doesn't really practice what he preaches.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
So
I'm just hoping that he's grown since the whole Duke stuff.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think Summer changed him.
Since outing Karma and Amy and all that stuff back in the day.
He still did it to Duke.
I know.
I mean, unless third time's a charm, but...
But so I really like Noah, and I don't want him to ruin this.
I don't really care for Noah.
You don't like him?
He's kind of
well, I think that we're going to get to see more of him now that he's not being so like sketchy about hiding the secret.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm open
now that we know it.
I still think he's going to be really sensitive.
But before, he was being super defensive, like when he would be rude with Shane or whatever, like he would be defensive because he was hiding something. But now that it's kind of all out there, I feel like we'll get to see more of that sensitive side. Okay. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, and speaking of being out and about with each other, why were they holding pinkies like they were Shane? I meant to ask you
Pinky promise again?
They were like,
when?
They were like going like this at the cubbies before when Shane was trying to like you should come over, and then he disappeared when Amy or Karma came by.
That. Is that a thing?
Hands really,
guys, tweet us. Is that a thing? I don't know.
Is that sexual?
Like on the lockers?
They're like one hand. I don't know. It was just a weird pinky tickle or something. I don't know.
I didn't notice that, but I don't know if that's a thing or not.
I don't get how
I can't say that I've done that before.
I don't know.
It was a great observation, though.
I noticed the most weird things on the show, honestly.
I love it. So anything else on the Shane and Noah front?
Do you think he's going to keep the secret? I know we kind of... I just want to...
Let's get into predictions.
To do that? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it now. Okay. Okay, so we'll stick with Shane and Noah for now. Predictions on that front.
Did we cover everything, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think so.
Sorry, I'm new at this again.
Yeah.
So, whew.
No, I mean, we talked about Lauren, Liam, Amy, Karma, Sabrina, Shane, Noah.
Yeah, you're right. We got everybody.
If we missed anything, we can do it now.
That's true.
But, so Shane and Noah, I have a bad feeling Shane's going to spill the beans to someone, and it's going to just not be the right time.
It's going to be Karma.
It's going to be Karma.
They're best friends.
Yeah. But, like, what? But Noah is so removed from everyone else, I just don't get what his motivation would be to do that. You know what I mean? To, like, out him.
Yeah, that's true, because there's no,
like...
They could still be together.
Yeah, it's not like he's a famous boxer, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Duke was or whatever. Like,
MMA,
there was always something, or whatever it was. There's always something that, like, was that extra edge, but Noah's really just removed from everything.
Ooh, okay, so I think because he's trying to get into music, you know, being a musician and all that stuff, being famous or whatever it is to get his music out, he's going to step on Shane to be able to be at the top.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Maybe.
he doesn't have the
I don't know.
support, so why?
He seems like he really, yeah, that's true.
I feel like
he seems like he really likes them. I just don't want that prediction to be true.
I know.
You know? So Amy and Sabrina, now that they're a thing, apparently.
To me, I think
And
Sabrina's...
Karma, oh, well, we didn't say that Karma and Felix saw Sabrina and Amy kissing.
Karma just needs to take a night off. Just sit back.
Let's not go over to
Yes.
Amy's house tonight.
Or do it at school. Like, come on. Like, school would be better. Let's just chill out a little bit. Let Felix do what Felix is doing. He's doing well.
Yeah.
Don't
Well,
need to
so what
rush
do you
it.
think? What do you think's gonna happen on New Year's?
It's going to be a kiss.
No, but with Felix and
I
Amy.
don't know. I just know there's going to be a kiss.
A kiss. Anyone out there?
Probably Karma. Because it'll be in the dark. I don't know. Something.
Do you think Felix and Karma are gonna kiss, or become a thing?
That's too cliche.
I feel like that's too obvious.
Yeah.
But I mean. who
But I
knows?
mean, it could. Maybe it'll be like what they did with the first finale: have Karma sleep with Felix, and wake up drunk or something.
Yeah, and then it's like a reverse of
what
everything
Amy
already
did,
happened. Okay.
Maybe
that's when Liam and Lauren are gonna kiss.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
That would make sense.
Yeah, because there's really no. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. It's New Year's Eve.
And then the preview we saw that Sabrina's boyfriend is gonna come.
Is he in high school? Like, holy crap.
Her much older boyfriend.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got a couple of tweets here.
I got some people in the live chat as well.
Okay,
Shout
go
out
for
to
it.
David P. He's been chatting the entire time with other people, with Deja Hicks. Oops, sorry, I said your last name.
Larissa Girl 23 says she ships Liam and Lauren.
Liam and,
So she like wants
yeah,
them to be together.
I think they would be cute, but I think
Faking
it's a
it-
Joey and Rachel thing, honestly.
Faking It fan says that Penelope's last name sounded like Beaver, but like French, so BV?
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I think.
Yeah. So
So it's
anyone
not
else in
PC
chat?
principal. Got
Yeah,
it.
not that. Not
that
that.
would be
That was
really
a good
cool.
guess.
Yeah.
That was a good guess.
Pretty
All
on
right.
point. Just saying. You know.
All right, do we have any other predictions? I'm trying to think. I mean, what about love interest for Karma? Is that going to happen?
That's too dramatic. It's
Yeah.
Amy, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Karma right now is working on herself, just like how Felix is working on himself, like he said that one
Maybe
episode.
they're like, maybe we should work on ourselves together.
Maybe they should play house together.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe their house will be clean enough for each other.
Yeah, I guess that's about it.
Yeah, who do you think Liam's dad is?
Honestly, we are just going through the list. I'm so over that like plot.
It's gonna be the art teacher from
from the first
Yeah.
time we thought we found his dad. Okay, yeah,
It's gonna be him.
I kind of wanted to be him at this point.
Could be. I don't know.
What it's maybe it might be someone close,
It's
like
Lauren's
close
dad.
by.
How bad would it be if it was Lauren's dad?
Oh my god, and they were siblings and they kissed.
Yeah, oh man, that'd be.
Oh, that would
Do it.
that.
Do it, Faking
I don't
Writers.
like that
Do it. Do it.
incest. No, I
It's
don't
not
like
incest
that.
unless they do stuff. If something pokes, then it's incest.
Gross. Oh my god. All right. On that note, I think we've covered it. No, we're just getting into random things. Roya, where can the people find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HeyRoya. That's HeyRoya, and I will try and make it for the finale, guys. So.
Please do. And you can find all of us here at AfterBuzz on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, yada, 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 at AfterBuzz TV. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Sterling Cates. And we have 2 episodes left, so we will see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.